Salutations. I am Zul. Ooh. I'm going to tell you today what the true meaning of Zul is and where the darkness of the Zul hath originated. I get asked a lot, Zul, were you born this way? Were you made? What came first? The dragon or the egg? Let me know. I need to know, Zul. And I'm going to tell you right now, here's the TLDR. My darkness didn't originate from anything, because how can that originate from that which it is? I am the darkness. I am Zul. I shall tell you right here, right now. Once upon a time, there lived a crazy little Zul that ripped out of her mother's womb and said, "Ah! I am Zul! Get out the way!" There was already something a little bit off about the Zul when she was born. They were just preparing for something that wasn't even me, something different. They swore the Zul was a boy. Yes, indeed. They saw me in the ultrasound. I was in the ultrasound just like just flipping off the camera, dude. Like that's what they thought they saw in the ultrasound when they saw that I had male parts. It was just silly Zul just flipping off. You know, that's what happened, I'm sure. Sneaky little mischievous Zul. Of course I did that. I don't doubt it. All of my baby clothes, all of my baby pictures, I was wearing blue. Yeah. So already, something was off. I never believed in Santa Claus. I remember my family trying to plant the belief of, oh, you better believe in Santa Claus. Otherwise, he's not going to bring you anything. Oh, no, you're going to get a lump of coal. And I was like, oh my God, come on now. You really think this gluttonous old man has time to visit every freaking house in the world? Nonetheless, can gain access? And why would you allow that? Like, that's just so dumb. Like, I never, not once believed in it. This is ridiculous. Just stop it. I know my darkness is in my nature, not versus nurture. This is kind of TMI, but who cares? All bets are off. I really loved picking my scabs as a child. I even had like the chicken pox. I don't know if you can see, but I have like a little circle right here. Yeah, I have a little circle right there because I picked it off. I had to wear little mittens as a little newborn because I would just like I wanted to rip my skin off. Even as a child, I would pick my scabs and I would just like watching the blood flow out, and I would like watching it coagulate and playing with it. Like that's not something I learned. That's not something I saw. I wasn't watching anything really gory or bloody as a young child. So I know for a fact, like, it's just it's a beautiful color. Okay, it's an appreciation before our human carcasses. All right. You know what? Cartoon Network is completely responsible for creating a mass of dark, loving, spooky spooks. Okay? There's a lot of us that can say, oh, yes, I grew up watching Courage the Cowardly Dog. I grew up watching Billy and Mandy or Grim and Evil. Ooh, that was the OG name. That's so cute and fun. Like stuff like that. Is it nature or is it nurture? Because that is what you can really ask yourself. I know for a fact this is my nature. Completely, this is my nature. It's just my nature that was drawn to this darker forms of art. And how fortunate I feel to have had access to that. Spookies for kids? Come on now. Oh my gosh. Yay. I remember relating to Mandy a lot from Billy and Mandy. She's just such a cynical, nihilistic little child. And honestly, that's how I was growing up. I know I seem, and I am, a very positive, optimistic person now, but that's not how I was growing up. Oh man. I think primarily it was due to school and all of my peers around me just feeling like such a black sheep, little black bat just flying just solo. I did not have anyone with my interests or anyone like me growing up. It was just me, myself, and I. But I was okay with that. Like, I would have rather stuck to the true Zul self than pretend to be someone who I'm not. I can't. I just could never do it. I'm also very fortunate, music wise, because I grew up and around the very last era of MTV when MTV was MTV, music television. I remember in my earliest years of life seeing this new metal wave on the TV and all these really cool music videos and being like, wow, yes. I would never would have thought that I was experiencing the death of something, which it is really cool now. It's like a little time capsule in my brain that I'll forever cherish and hold. I'm very fortunate that I had the coolest mom ever. She would just have that playing every morning. But my mom's a chameleon. She loves all types of music, much like me. But come on now, I'm Zul. I live for the darkness. And I remember my favorite movie growing up. I got it when I was 6 years old. Um, I remember shopping inside the Walmart with my mother. You remember those big old like metal crates they would have, just filled with DVDs, and you just have to like, you can literally just dive in there and just swim in them. Well, I remember we found Creepshow in there, the original Creepshow. And if you know the cover art of that one, it's badass. As a child, I thought it was eerie, and I was like, "Ooh, this looks like I'm looking at a real face of death right now." I remember watching it and having this sense of awe and these these black little fluttering bats in my heart just flying out. And there's something about it. Oh, and then there's that really fun cake scene where she's decorating cakes. If you know the Zul, you know I love to bake. Oh, so that was another fun scene for me. That's another one of my earliest memories is decorating a cake for my dad's birthday. That was really funny. I remember drawing a little smiley face with hair and green gel icing on this death by chocolate cake. Oh, that was so fun. So yes, it's very important. You got to give your child options. So I feel so fortunate and so happy that I was able to express myself through these different mediums, and consume these different art mediums. Like, how lucky am I? I'm so grateful, and I'm really grateful to my mom because she bought the Creep Show one. She was like, "Oh yeah." She never told me. She only told me recently that she grew up watching it too. I thought she just bought it just to buy it because she thought it was cool, and she knew I thought it was cool. But no, that's probably one of my favorite horror movies of all time. I love that movie so much. The intro is so exhilarating, and seeing the little creep laugh. It's very me. And then came school time for the Zul, the kindergarten. Immediately, I was like, oh God, this does not feel right. Who are these people? Why do they just conjoin with each other so easily? How? What is going on? So yeah, I was always very, very shy and awkward. I mean, yes, I did want to have a sense of camaraderie with the children, my peers, but I don't know, they just sensed that I was off. I remember my mom used to slick my hair a certain way, like in a ponytail, but then like my bangs were a certain way because I've always had jet black hair. This is my natural color. And she'd be like, "Oh yeah, you look like Trinity from the Matrix." And I was like, "Ooh, that's so cool. Yes, Trinita." But yeah, everyone thought it was weird. I thought it was hella cool. I thought it looked hella cool. And then I'll never forget my first alternative outfits. Oh, it was gorgeous. I remember finding it at the store. It was freaking Target. Target of all places. Target is ahead of the curve, okay? In the little girl section, I remember I saw it. It was a fishnet shirt, fishnet long sleeve shirt, and then the fishnets went over the fingers. They had finger holes, and then a bright red tank top over the fishnet shirt, and then these bright red little skinny jean type of pants. And I thought they were the coolest things ever. And they had little zippers on them too on the legs. Oh my God, I loved that outfit so much. I felt so cool. And I went to school the next day and I was like, yeah, hell yeah. And everyone was like, all the kids were like, what are you wearing? Oh my God. And then like, and I was like, you know what? I don't care. Like, I feel so cool right now. You guys can say whatever you want. Because I'm floating. I'm floating. Never ever forget that. I don't know why Target decided to do that, and I wonder if anyone else bought that outfit for their child. I will forever be grateful to my mother for letting me just express myself creatively. Like, hell yeah, girl, do it. So that was kindergarten. And then come first grade, came my really fun black boots. Oh my goodness. They were these little black combat boots, but they went all the way up to my knee and they were kind of PVC shiny. And they had like a chunky brat heel. I remember running around in them and having so much fun. And I remember when I zipped them up, they would pinch my leg and it hurt like hell, but it was so worth it. Oh, fun times, fun memories. As early as I had the agency to choose my own clothes, I said, I want this, I want that. It's just what calls to you, you know? Ask you, why you like this? Why do you like that? Well, why do you like the things you like? You just like it. That's just the way it is. All right? As time went on and then I hit middle school, I started to become more self-conscious and aware of my surroundings and my peers making me uncomfortable, just feeling so outcasted. I hated it so much. Oh my god, X. I'm just gonna call myself X. Oh my god, X. Why do you like that? Oh my gosh. Oh my god, you're so weird. And I remember I'd always be like, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, thanks. I'd rather be weird than be bland boiled chickens like you know? Like saltless, just boiled chicken, just nothing to it. No thanks. I remember being called weird too for saying I like the dark. I've always loved the dark. Like I'm very light sensitive. I get headaches in the sun. Like even right now, this ring light just blaring on me. But you know what? I gotta capture every detail. Ooh. I've always loved the dark. I just feel so comfortable in it. And why do I wear black? Because it's so comfy. Like I feel just so comfortable, like a nice blanket of just the night sky. You just feel so protected and like, feel so cozy, you know? I just always felt the need to like shade myself, just protect myself. It's like I never wanted attention drawn to me growing up, but somehow I just naturally attract it, even if I'm not dressed in any avant-garde sort of way. It's just naturally people just want to stare at me. So I don't know. I guess wearing black, I just felt very cozy and like to myself. And it's really funny saying that now. I never want to draw attention to me. I'm literally recording myself and putting it online for who the hell knows to see. Ha ha ha. Wow, how the turntables have turned. Yes, indeed. I just feel so exposed wearing color. Like, nah, look at me. Oh my gosh. I feel so like naked. Like, oh, everyone's looking at me. But and then black is just so slimming. It's just so elegant. It's timeless. I just feel great in it. I just feel so good. I feel like the meest me. I remember hating music so much growing up, around the time I was in middle school, because all I was exposed to was top 40 music. Man, if you remember, like, I mean, some of it was fun. There was some really fun bops in there, some slappers. But for the most part, no. I was like, man, this does not stimulate me at all. This sounds so boring. Like, ew. I hate music. And then once a child goes down the rabbit hole of YouTube, it's over. And I'm so grateful. I remember I was watching a compilation video on YouTube. I bet I could find it and link it here. But I found it and it was top 10 scariest masks or something like that. And the background music they were using was Cold by The Cure. And I was like, what the heck is this magic that has just invaded my ears? What is this? And then I was like, ooh, The Cure, you say? And then I went down a deep rabbit hole, and the rest is history. I just love it so much. So then with that, I went down the rabbit hole of goth music and then just new wave and then this and that. And then later on in life, I went deeper into just classic metal. Ooh, yeah, you know? I love metal so much. When it comes to metal and goth music, those are my mains. Metal to me feels like fire and power, little devils like just ripping it up in hell, you know, just having fun, just zoolish ghoulish shit. And then goth is more like ghosts dancing in the cemetery and then trick-or-treating all year round, you know? I remember in high school, I was one of the little office assistants. I would just chill in the office. And this lady came in. I don't even know why she was there. I really don't know why, but she went up in there. She was serviced by, the receptionist lady, and I had to lead her to this other office, like across the school. So I went and I led her. I was super gothed out, mind you. The office ladies loved me, though. They knew I was a little angel sweetheart, very helpful Zul. So I went and I led her. I led this random lady to the other office, and then as I dropped her off, I was about to bid her adieu, right? And she goes, oh, wait, but remember, don't ever trust the dark forces. If they ever offer you something, don't do it. It's a trick. Don't do it. And I was like, um, okay. Hi. I was like, what the hell? Like, what the I did have some really fun memories in high school, even though I really hated it. Oh, but I got to be in that every 15 minutes program. I don't know if anyone else is familiar with that, but it's basically just like Teens Against Drunk Driving. And I was one of the little dead kids in the video that they would produce for the entire school to see. And so we like spent the night in the church, and then they did my makeup to be a little dead girl. Obviously, they had to choose these. Oh, it was only like a select few number of students throughout the entire high school that they chose. And like, you gotta choose the Zul. I'm like living dead girl, glamorous, they chose the Zul, and it was so fun. We had like attended our own funeral as an assembly in front of the whole school. That was so fun. I remember being all gothed out, and I carried my rose. I need to find that video, you guys. That would be really fun to share. I put my own rose on my own coffin. Like, yes, yes. Probably everyone in their head, oh my god, there goes the little weird goth girl. I bet she's loving this, and I was. I was. But it was so cute. And then the Grim Reaper came out, and he like reaped our souls. Ah, yes, yes. I remember my peers looking down at me, thinking, "Why are you like? Oh yeah, you worship the devil? Like, oh, let me see your wrists. Let me see your wrist. Oh, what religion are you? Oh, you don't ask a random person what their religion is. Like, what the hell? When you're alternative, people think that basic rules of decency don't apply to you. You just apparently you're just an object. It doesn't matter. Like, whatever, Like, damn. I remember, like, probably in my preteens, I remember it actually did get to me. I was like, why does everyone think so poorly of me? It's not like I want to hurt anyone. It's because I don't. I don't. I just like to have fun and do what I want, Like, shit, get out my way. But honestly, whatever, because I have such tough skin now. It's like forever a suit of armor on the Zul. Like, I was really questioning my own sanity and my own persona, just the core of my very being. Why do I feel so exhilarated when I see such dark imagery? Like, what? Why? And then I read the Necronomicon one day. And if you've ever seen Evil Dead, the Necronomicon is referenced in that movie. 7 gods of might, 7 evil gods, 7 evil demons, 7 demons of oppression, 7 in heaven, 7 on earth. Utug Zul, Ala Zul, Gidim Zul, Mula Zul, Dingir Zul, Maskim Zul. I was like, what the hell? Why is Zul? Why is my name written all over this freaking book? What is going on? And then I looked up what it meant. Like, for probably a normal standard human, they would have been like so upset to learn that their name meant evil in Sumerian, one of the first civilizations of human, the primordial evil. Grand, immense evil. Something to be feared and revered. Evil Zul. Probably one of the happiest moments of my life, to be quite honest with you, when I learned who I truly am. It's pretty easy for me now. My whole goal in life is to just be Zul, which I am. To keep being Zul and do my Zul things. So yes, I am Zul. That is where my darkness has risen from I am the darkness. I am Zul. Yes, indeed. People love to compare me. They love to compare me to um, Wednesday. They love to compare me to Mavis from Hotel Transylvania. They love to compare me to Nadia. We all know this from what we do in the shadows. Like, you know what? I've never tried to be anything other than myself, other than Zul, than what my little heart desires. All right? No, no. I love being me. I do. Why would I want to be anyone else? Why would I want to be a carbon copycat? No, no. Everyone should love being themselves. This is just who I am. I just like what I like and I do what I want. I am who I am. I am Zul. So I'll catch you later, Bill and Ted. See ya.